Okay, so I've been in these YouTube streets today, and I'm sitting here laughing to myself because I have found another CC who has to be being paid by Carlos King and Kingdom Reign, and her name is Real Talk with Lady D. She's currently live. It's 7:17 p.m. on Labor Day, September 2nd. And I heard some of the things that she was saying yesterday, and I had to click off because this lady is out of her mind. But today she's saying that everybody's jealous of Tisha, and we were underneath her skirt yesterday, and how if the show was to end, all the Scots will be okay. They don't need the check from Love and Marriage Huntsville to survive. They're not throwing things against the wall to stick. So this woman clearly is being paid by Carlos King. Also, I see Marcella is up in her live. I think she's another one that might be getting paid by Carlos Reign or think she's getting some kind of perks. But the main thing is that they don't like Mel. And let's be factual right now. Based on what I see, there's two people that will make it without Love and Marriage Huntsville. First of all, the Scots are not successful. This Lady D is not speaking about the fact how they're in court. Both Scott families are in court for several infractions. So, but they're not talking about that. They're not. Tisha and Marceau are not wealthy, not at all. So you have another CC that's out there throwing mud and fighting for Tisha and Marceau, and it's just not true. But we do know the star of Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers, who got in her car and drove from Huntsville to the ATL. So it's her show, and she should be the last one to leave because this is her show. She gonna stand in her square, as she said. She ain't letting nobody run her off of her show because it was her idea. She is the one that went to Carlos, not any of the Scots, not Stormy, not Martell. Martell only drove her. Melody is the only one that had the vision to be on TV. So you know what? All these other fake CCs out here trying to say Mel's not successful and Mel's jealous of Tisha. Come on. I can see this if I was Stevie Wonder. What you're trying to do is reverse the thing, but it's not going to work. We all know the truth, and the truth is not in you, Miss Lady D. The Scots are not successful, and they got a lot of issues going on. So you're trying to say that Mel needs this paycheck from Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, she doesn't, but it's her baby, and she is not going to walk away. And I don't blame her. I don't want her to walk away because this is her baby. No one else's. It's her baby. It was her vision, her dream, and she should never walk away from her vision or her dream because people are trying to make her walk away. I applaud her for standing in her square and saying, ain't no devil in hell gonna take me away from the vision that God gave me. So, Miss Lady D, I now see that you are one of the people that Queen Sheba was referring to that might be getting paid by Carlos King. But if you're not being paid, you think there's some perks. Maybe you're friends with Wanda and Marcello's. Who cares? Wanda is so insignificant that we don't care anything that she says. First of all, we can barely understand anything that she says. And Marcella is Wanda's lapdog. So that's all I have to say. Good evening. Be impactful.